Hey, what this video is about is cleaning the filter. It's time to do that. Pressure usually been around 10 when it's on high, and the pressure is going up a little bit above 10. And you're supposed to clean it every 3 or 4 months, but I just hadn't got around to it. Finally, it stopped raining long enough for me to do it. So the goal today is we're gonna get this thing shut off. I need to clean that out. I do that on a regular basis. And but that's the big boy right here that I'm gonna clean. It's down now because it's on low. We're running on low throughout the day, and then I put it on 2 hours in the morning. It runs on high. So let me see if I can get this keypad to work here. Sometimes when it's hot, it doesn't work just right. We'll shut it down, then we'll turn the power off. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like it ain't gonna work right today. This thing is unresponsive sometimes. It frustrates me. There we go. Okay. Okay, it's now safe to power off the system. We're gonna go over here and power off the system. That's the filter. And this is the cleaner. That's the light, so I ain't worried about the lights coming on. Alright. So got everything shut off here. So here we got a driver, and we got the 3/4 inch socket. Got a ratchet on one side and a drill. But I was surprised that it was not that tight, and so came back and just got the nut and bolt out of it. I would have thought it'd been tighter than that, but it didn't have any leaks, so that was okay. So just unscrewing the nut and bolt. You see I dropped the nut there. I'm going to pull the bolt out, and then we're going to take the mallet here and just tap it, and it should pop it loose. There we go. And that should do it. Okay, quite a bit of water in there. It is kind of dirty. Alright, and it's got a plug down there. I may take it loose. Have the water drain out. You see that filter there? Gonna have to be cleaned up. Get some of this water out of here. Okay, and yeah, I got some debris in there. Let's take this piece off here. I was amazed at how dirty the filters were, but that's to be expected after the year. Had a lot of stuff when it was installed, like concrete debris and stuff like that, but it cleaned up really well with the water hose. All right, it's time now to put everything back together. I actually put the filters in, and I put the little top carry on, and has an O-ring on the left-hand side there. And I should have lubed that before I put the top on. So I had to take that back off. Put a little lube on it. Probably don't even need it, being that it's on the inside there. But it's just to make it fit snug. So it's that magic lube is what I have, but you can use silicone spray. So it's going to slide right over that little O-ring and fit really snug. Came out really well. But I'm glad I got the magic lube just as a safety precaution. So you get the 4 filters lined up. They fit on a carrier. They have a carrier at the bottom that I didn't show. Then here's the nut, the drain nut that was on the bottom. I took it off because it had debris in the bottom. Most people don't, but I put some lube on it. Thought about putting a little bit on the threads just to have to go back because they're plastic threads. You know how plastic is very easy to strip. So just rubbed a little bit on there, and then we put it back in, and it worked out pretty well. So now, just screwing it in there, you run it up pretty tight, and then just washing the hands. At that moment, I dried off the concrete because I want to make sure that it didn't leak. And then I went back and finished up with a screwdriver. Just take a screwdriver, fit in the slot, tighten it up. And so that screwdriver was kind of long, but it did the trick. Okay, got it good and tight. May not need it. It's less than a year old. But we're gonna put a little bit around the seal on this. Smear a little bit on that. Alright, it was time for me to put the top back on, and so I was just trying to orientate it in a way that make sure the valve doesn't come back towards me, the release valve on top. So I put it back in the same position, but I should have turned it because all the model number and stuff was on the other side. Here's the ring, putting it back on, and I changed position on it because it was facing the back, but I wanted it to the front to make it easier. And I don't know why when they installed it, they had the clamp nut to the back, and they had the pressure release valve, the air valve, or whatever you want to call it, going to the wrong direction. So while I had it off, I said, let's just change it around. And I realized that I may end up with a little leak because I changed the clamp, and I changed the orientation of the lid just a little bit. So there we go with the rubber mallet going around, just tapping it, getting it where you can close it. And in hindsight, I probably should have tightened it up some, then come back and hit it with the hammer, and then tighten it up some more because I ended up with a little leak. But there I am ratcheting it up with a 3/4 inch socket and a 3/8 inch drive hand ratchet. Okay, got it all good and tight. All right, it's been primed. Like I said before I started it, I filled that about halfway with water to help on the priming. Got the little basket cleaned out. I do have a leak, so I'm gonna go down here and see if I can buy a gasket. I probably should have took the whole gasket off and wiped the whole gasket down. I only got one leak, so that's a bummer. And so with a clean filter, that's what it looks like with a clean filter, right at 10 psi. And then it got to about 11 psi, which I knew it was time to do it. But you can go all the way to 20. I wouldn't recommend going over 20 because it'll cause damage to something else. All right, that's a done deal. Like this kind of video, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.